Elaborate a bit more on that from a future perspective, particularly, as you pointed out, with the primary markets getting more active, the investment banking side of the business. How much more growth or traction do you see from that side?
I think our guidance is that we are going to grow at about double-digit growth compared to the year-on-year basis, and I think really we will grow a good amount of I think in number of deals, because we see a lot of deals are in pipeline, and a couple of big deals also I think got somewhere postponed by a quarter or so. So I would remain quite optimistic about the investment banking business. As far as asset management business is there, we launched our first mutual fund scheme, and we also have I think money which we manage through PMS is about 1300 crores PMS, maybe about 300 plus crores in our ETF, enhanced ETF, and we would have about say 1000 crores plus in our private equity fund. So in all we have about 2300 crores worth of money through private equity and through asset management business, and we also have about 1000 crore assets under management in our wealth management business. So all these businesses I think in build-up phase, and we see that in the future the proportion from these businesses will go up from 30% which is today.
Great, Mr. Oswal, and the question that would come up in the mind of investors is that what would you do with so much of money? What spaces would you invest in? The markets are in a bit of a consolidation phase right now. What's your sense in the near term? Would we go higher towards Diwali and the year end, or would we consolidate at current levels?
I think in short term we may see some kind of consolidation at the I think same levels, more or less plus minus 5% here and there. But if I have to look at medium to long term, the fundamentals are quite strong. You look at the corporate earning growth, you look at the kind of activity we are seeing from foreign investors, you look at huge amount of activities in IPO market, and some kind of traction coming in even from retail domestic investors. So I would be quite optimistic about the medium to long term scenario, and we should see I think the new next levels in this financial year, maybe just before budget. So the investors definitely should hold on or enjoy this party, and maybe at the correction level they should buy. Just to preempt your next question, I think some of the sectors which we think can give some more appreciation from these levels, maybe I think commodities, especially metals, looks good, real estate looks good, of course our all-time favorite banking and financial sectors look good. So these are I think few sectors where people should kind of I think participate and maybe enjoy the rally.
What's the sense that you get from the FI desk right now? I mean, you speak to a lot of them, Mr. Oswal. The sense from a 6-month time horizon on the kind of money that's still waiting to get into the markets. We see a chunk of it coming in via participation in the primary markets, particularly with the Coal India issue. But what's overseas appetite looking like for the market?
I think appetite is huge, Tanvi. If you look at, even we have seen some kind of change in the composition of the MSCI index, because the free float going up, maybe because of a lot of things, because the government's kind of ownership on the PSU through dilution is really reducing. So you have a free float, India's weightage is going up. You see the rupee also I think has given good appreciation, and you see the corporate performance. I think in single month we got about say $9 to $10 billion worth of investment. In a quarter we got about $12-13 billion worth of net FI investments. So all the indicators are saying that wherever I think that the opportunity is there, wherever growth is there, people are willing to buy. And you look at the Coal India's huge amount of subscription. So all that money, even if some of money stays in the country through FIs, it will definitely be very positive from the market perspective, because supply side, of course IPOs are there, PSU divestments and some IPOs, but the demand seems to be very, very strong. And if we see the local institutions, especially insurance and mutual funds, my sense is that although in this current year they've seen some net outflows, but year-end insurance will contribute in a big way in the markets.